A drone is a type of unmanned aerial aircraft that operates off of radio systems. It's a pilotless radio controlled aircraft, virtually. They were first utilized in military operations almost 100 years ago at this point. Consumer drones began to gain popularity somewhere within the 2006 to 2010 timeframe. Since then, there's been a huge surge in popularity for both the larger commercial drones and also the personal drones that we see for sale on Best Buy shelves today. Um, the style now is very similar to what you may have seen in that it has typically has four blades attached to one body and can hang either a camera or some kind of hull below it. We're right at the beginning of what drones are going to become, and there's a few things specifically that we're going to talk to you about today, and kind of why we feel that way about it. But from a business perspective, there's a multitude of reasons why someone might get involved with drones and utilize them for whatever style of division of business they're in. So, specifically to speak of a few, Shell uses drones to inspect hard to reach areas and offshore platforms. There's an obvious use for drones within military capacities as well. But that said, there are also a few other ones that we've noticed, or at least we think deserve notice. And here are a few. Amazon has kicked around the idea of delivering packages via drone. We're also seeing an uptick in real estate agents who are beginning to list their properties using drones. This helps to make them more marketable and get more views for those properties. We're also seeing drone usage in wildlife conservation efforts, as well as the potential for delivery in medicine. Most recently, Facebook has also thought about utilizing drones to give everyone access to. Here you'll see a great example of a home being shown off for real estate purposes. As you can see, this certainly offers the customer a fantastic view of the house that they may potentially be purchasing. We also have a number of great examples within the commercial construction sector. This is really great for project management and project layout, as well as stage of completion throughout the entire project.
Drones vary greatly depending on what you're into. There's personal drones and there's commercial drones. Outside of the military aspect. This is a perfect example of a personal drone that's also used in a commercial application. The cost of these drones vary greatly. DJI is the most popular drone manufacturer right now for both personal and commercial drones. Parrot is another drone manufacturer, and they're doing great commercial work. 3DR is another company that you see doing a lot of automation, and so it's like almost like pilotless drones where you're setting up waypoints. And GoPro, who's obviously a very popular camera company here in the U.S. with Extreme Sports, has kind of upped their game and is now getting into the 4K market. Costs vary greatly depending on what you're looking at. The do-it-yourselfers can find drones that they build for as low as $25, and you can get into some of the commercial drones that are over $5,000. So depending on what you're looking for and the degree of technology, they vary greatly. There really is no requirement for personal drone use. The best part about it is if you're flying just for fun, you don't need to apply for a license or get a permit. However, if you're doing commercial flying, you do need to file with the Federal Aviation Authorities and get a drone pilot license for commercial navigation. So just a few things to consider.
Drones have been a hot topic for some time and will continue to be a hot topic in the near future. The entire ecosystem around drones will bring up a lot of new opportunities in terms of jobs. For example, we will see new jobs in navigation, in data, sensors, control systems, etc. This technology will have far-reaching consequences and will impact each of our lives in the near future. This technology also provides some challenges in terms of how the future generation uses it. Also, the future US president will have to think about this topic in the near future. Hopefully, they bring this up in the debate next week. For example, here is a drone that crashed into the White House not so long ago. Just recently across the US border, a drone crashed loaded with drugs. Around 6 pounds of meth was found in this drone. The drone revolution is just taking off and will continue to gain popularity in the future. There are a lot of positive things about the technology, and FAA is issuing more and more licenses for drones, ranging from real estate to journalism. So, a lot of positive things, like Stefan mentioned before, but also there is a dark side of drone. The largest drones in the world is used by the US military, and they continue to use the drones to target terrorists across the world in some of the dangerous regions, thereby keeping the borders of the United States safe. The White House wants more drones to target ISIS in Iraq and Syria, and they also plan to sell drones to other parts, to the other military organizations in the world.
I'd like to give you some key advice for implementing drone technology into your business. First and foremost, you need to register with the FAA. When you purchase a drone, they're going to give you brochures on how to do so. It's important that you follow that procedure. Secondly, you need to check with local law enforcement because depending on the day, they can prohibit flying of drones altogether. In the event of a parade, for example, they will not allow any drones in the area, period. It also makes sense to take a look at the mode setting on your drone. You can put it into beginner mode, and it'll restrict your height and speed for which your drone can fly. Another thing you could do is take a drone flying class, which would be recommended for, again, those novice individuals who are looking to get better at flying drones. Understanding the technology is probably the biggest hurdle that you need to overcome. There's a lot of state-of-the-art stuff going on, from image tracking to GPS navigation to waypoint maneuvering and collision avoidance, and even 4K video editing. These are all very advanced technological feats that I think for the average individual is quite challenging. So you need to understand what you're getting yourself into. But more importantly, you really need to understand what this drone is going to do for your business. Personally, in life, it's easy. You're going to take great video or photos, and it's going to be a lot of fun maneuvering a drone. But on the business side, you really need to consider what problem are you solving, and how is it going to be incorporated into your business.